Hello there, welcome to EarthRhey Healing. We just went ahead and opened the space here for whatever messages want to come through, for what you need to hear right now, what can bring clarity to you. And these cards came out. So we have Manas and Ensus. And what I'm getting from these, interesting, my throat chakra there, because it says communication. I'm getting that communication with the divine, with God, with source. And then I'm seeing the opposite of it here with perceived failed communication. So there is communication with the divine here. And I feel like it's through nature, like through the elements. It could be through, like I can see the universe inside of you, because that's ultimately where it is, right? Everything is inside of you. You have access to everything. And so in this universe within you, I can see you getting answers from the stars, from the planetary systems, from the zodiac systems in the sky, the stars. I can see you getting information from the sun. This is information, this is communication with the divine. And so I feel like hesitation on, like, I don't trust myself, or it's like I'm not fully understanding what the message is, so I'm not trusting that it's coming from the divine. So if you have that question, or if you have experienced something and you're questioning it, like, did this really happen, or did it really come from like my guides, or like my future self? The answer is yes. But your confusion adds to the confusion, if that makes sense. So there's a knowing that is needed here. There's a knowing that is needed here. Go into your heart. Like I said, everything is inside of you. Look to your heart space. That is where everything is. There is nothing this way. There is nothing this way. That is what this message is about today, anyway. It's about going in. So these actually say, this one says, man, humanity, the self, going within, thinking, planning, reflection, your relationship with others, humankind, human consciousness, generosity, sense of morals. And then sort of the flip side is feeling blocked, tuning into others instead of going within, not trusting yourself, selfishness, manipulation. So when that happens, so say you have like this great aha moment. It's even maybe an activation. It's a moment of light. And you know in that moment, whatever it is that you need to know. But then later on, like maybe you hear something, you see something, you feel something, and then you start doubting all of it. You're doubting all of it. And then you're feeling blocked. In those moments like that, this manipulation is standing out. That is when basically your energy can be manipulated. So I can see these figures outside of you, whoever it is that I'm talking to, that's resonating with this. These entities, whatever you want to call them, they're really just, beings of the universe. They're trying to survive, and they see a moment where they can jump in, and they're taking advantage of your confusion, your doubt. and they just go ahead and they kind of like hook right in. And they feed off of that doubt and fear and confusion. For whatever reason, they feed off of that. And so they like when you are like that. In those moments, know that they are there. Know that there's thoughts that you have that are not your own. That moment with the light, with the knowing, that was real. The doubting that comes later, that it's not real. Like whatever is in your head, it's sort of like it's not planted there. There's some sort of seed there of doubt. And then when this entity hooks in, they see that seed and they make it grow, and the doubt grows, or you allow it to grow. You allow it to grow. So yeah, there's just a message there about in that moment, know that that's not your thought, or that's not where you're supposed to be headed. Come back to self. Come back to self. Tune into yourself. We might get back to that. Let's see what this one says. God message, signals, communication, the bringing of sacred knowledge, new connections, new pathways, good advice, direct connection with the divine, awareness of the future. And then the flip side here would be the perceived failed communication, lack of clarity, misunderstanding, not listening, not hearing, deceit. So again, I can see the light and then the dark. The light, like I did the work, I did the activation, I did the retrieval. Pieces of me came back to me. But then I don't understand something, and then I'm not listening, and I close off, and there's a blockage, and I'm confused, and no. There is direct connection with the divine here. And this awareness of the future, there's major timeline shifting energy here, because I can feel, the darkness, like I said, the doubt, being confused. But then I feel this totally different life, because you know that that's where you're going. Don't doubt that. I'm seeing this reflection right here, and I'm seeing someone looking at their reflection in the mirror. And it's like they're actually doubting who they're looking at, doubting who they're seeing. I don't really know how to explain this. It's like I'm looking in the mirror and I see something positive. Like say it's my eyes. And for a moment, I'm like, wow, my eyes are pretty. Or something like that. But then immediately it's like, no, that's not real. Like either I'm getting older, or something about my skin, maybe I'm getting wrinkles, I'm getting, like there's some kind of illusion in the mirror. And then it goes deeper to where it's like, no, I don't even, it's almost like I don't even deserve to be looking at me. I don't really know how to explain that. But there's a deeper, darker delusion looking at myself. Okay. Where do we go from there? I'm asking like them, where do we go from there, from that message? But then it's like you're saying, it's like they're showing me you're saying, after you look at yourself in the mirror like that, you're saying, where do I go from here? I need some guidance. You have guidance. You have direct communication with the divine. Direct connection is what this says. Direct connection with the divine. You have that. On this one, it says that direct connection. And then on this one, like the flip side or the darker side is turning to others instead of going within. Some person or some like whole group of people, maybe you may be getting not like wrong information. You're getting wrong information for you. I know that sounds weird because we like to, humans, we like to put things into categories and this is right and this is wrong, but it's not that simple. Something that you have listened to possibly was wrong for you recently. And that is what this turning to others instead of going within is about. You already know the answers. Again, they're showing me the universe inside of you. And that you are source. This is big energy. It's big. It's a big message. I have to keep like my breathing like at a regular pace, because if I stop, it's like the message gets lost because it's such a high frequency message. So maybe there's something about the way you breathe. Take note of the way you breathe. I feel like somebody stops breathing at times. It's almost like I'm doing a meditation and then I just stop breathing because I'm trying so hard, or a visualization. Like I'm trying so hard to visualize this or something. If that's the case, then don't do that visualization or don't do that meditation if it takes you to that place where you're not breathing. Obviously that's not a message for everybody, but there's a lot going on here. There is no failed communication. There are misunderstandings. I'm hearing misunderstandings. Just like, again, they're showing me, like me looking in the mirror. There's a misunderstanding there between me and the mirror. And when the message gets back to me, there's a misunderstanding. So there's a misunderstanding about yourself. And again, they're taking me on this one to the self. The self. Do you know who you are? Do you know yourself? So they're saying, like, what do you, I'm going within. They're saying, what do you like? What do you not like? They're showing me outside right now, the outside. I'm not sure how that fits in, but they're showing me like nature, going outside. So going outside and getting that nature activation, like every day, helps you to understand yourself and get in alignment with who you are. And it works on a level that's not even able to be explained. There are negative ions within nature that we need. That's all the further like explanation that they're giving. Okay, we're going to get more information here on this. There's so much information in just these two. Making sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna, okay. What else about this message, Spirit? What else? Atlantis. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. I'm getting that the big vision it has to do with being connected to source, being connected to like that spark that you are, that spark that is part of the original flame. That's how they're putting that. Atlantis. Yeah, staying in alignment as you grow is not easy. We always get out of alignment. That's why there are healers right now. That's why there's such a influx of healers at this time. Because healers, I mean, if they're, if they're a good healer, they've done the work. They understand energy, and they help people stay in alignment or get back into alignment. Because staying in alignment as you go along this journey, as you realize things about yourself, where you've been, where you're going, it's not always easy to stay in alignment, and that's okay. I'm getting like chakra work with this, like actually aligning the energy centers. Now they're having me look at actually like Atlantis. So Atlantis is like, they're having me bring up, like I said, it's a huge message and it's all over the place. I hope it comes together here. It will for those that need to hear it. But Atlantis is, it's not just like a one lifetime. It's a epoch, like it's a whole time period. And they're bringing up the fact that you were there multiple times. Now, we lived longer than we live now. So we might have been like 200 years old in one lifetime there. We might have been like 110 years old in one. This is what I'm getting. And there are different things that happened in those different lifetimes. You could have been at the beginning. You could have been at the golden age of Atlantis. You could have been at the falling part. You could have been at all of them. And I feel like at this time, we are, as a collective, integrating these Atlantean lifetimes among other lifetimes, right? They're bringing up Egyptian. So yeah, we know. They're bringing up like Egyptian alongside, like parallel to the Atlantean, one of your Atlantean lifetimes also. Now this, connecting with this energy, because you don't even have to connect with the lifetime. Like you don't even have to understand what happened in that lifetime. I don't feel like that's relevant. I feel like just accepting that you were part of that helps you to integrate it. And there's something about that has to do with this direct connection to the divine. You had direct connection to the divine at that time also. This is, see, awareness of the future. There was some sort of awareness of the future here. I feel it again. I feel like I'm switching timelines here, and it's not just like I'm quitting my job. It's like I'm quitting my job. I'm getting divorced. I'm moving across the country, or I'm moving to a different country. I don't drive a car anymore. Like my whole life there's a shift here, and I'm aware of it. Maybe you're aware of it right now, but you don't know how to make that change. I don't really feel like you need to make the change. You don't need to do anything right now except like surrender. Surrender to the knowing that you are in connection with the divine, that you are in connection with yourself, like a parallel version of yourself that knows what they're doing. I'm seeing this humankind. They're having me it's like humankind is not the same in this timeline shift. This is, like I said, again, this is big energy. I'm going to take a drink of my water that has been like programmed here. I'm just going to sit for a second and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I reorganized these just a little bit so we can see them better. So let's just get another one here. The rainbow. Sweet relief. New beginnings, a new way forward. That's this new new timeline. New just newness is what I'm feeling and what I'm hearing. Newness, the rainbow frequency. I'm in the rainbow frequency. Sweet relief. Yeah. There's like a sense of not worrying. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not worrying about the future. I'm just like in this rainbow frequency. I'm seeing this. I don't know if it's going to show up on here or not, but maybe not. There's the way they do the art there. It's at the crown, the soul star. It's that activation with the divine, with your self. So it's like I'm jumping in and out of like this, a 3D reality, and then beyond. I don't even want to call it 5D, and I don't know. I don't want to call it 5D, and I don't want to call it New Earth. Like I don't want to label it, and I don't know why. I just want to be in the frequency. Like that's how it feels. That's where you're going. They're saying again, there's no failed communication, or there's like, it's kind of like they're saying there's only communication. There's not bad communication or good communication. There's only communication, like with them, with spirit. Like it's like they're saying we hear everything, we see everything. There's only communication. There's only connection. Whether it's like quote unquote a bad connection or something like that, it's all perceived on your end. There's something about thinking too much, getting caught in your head here. Okay, we're going to pick another one here. I feel like another one of these. We might have more than one. Okay, we have let it rain. Allowing what is. Inevitability and trust. Yeah, that's that, like I said, that surrender. Like I'm allowing. I'm allowing the communication. I'm allowing, this says the bringing of sacred knowledge. I'm allowing the sacred knowledge. There's rainbow frequency here too. Somebody here works with rainbow frequency. I'm seeing water here. This is the water oracle deck, the Healing Waters Oracle. So we are bringing in water codes within this session also. I can feel that. And there's also just like codes within all of the elements. So it's like going back to like the very beginning of when we started this session, how you've been working with the elements, or yeah, you're communicating with the divine through the elements, or through the sun, or through the stars, through the universe. Like that's how it's done. They're showing me the communication again, and it's just like someone needs to hear that spirit, God, does not communicate, well, does not always communicate like the way we communicate. That's not, it's spoken in frequency. There's a frequency in nature. There's a frequency in water they're bringing up. They're bringing up the water here also. And there's things that, you know, humans don't even understand about water. Like there's a consciousness there. This session just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. There's no misunderstanding. You like heard what you heard. You saw what you saw. You felt what you felt. The frequency, like, yes, you were in that frequency. You were in that whatever, like you were in alignment. Yes. And then they're showing me here, stay in alignment as you grow. And then I'm hearing like, it's okay if you get out of alignment. We all get out of alignment. It happens. It happens. I'm not one that believes that like full enlightenment happens in this lifetime, like as a human in a human body. Maybe you do believe that, maybe you don't. But it doesn't matter. The alignment thing, if you're here and you're listening to this, getting out of alignment is inevitable. I see that inevitability. So I'm seeing chakra work again. I'm seeing energy work. I'm seeing the running of frequencies. I'm seeing you connecting to the universe within you. Connecting to, yeah, they're showing me like zodiac constellations. Connecting to the self, ultimately. Connecting to the self. Surrender. Surrender. Surrender to the communication with spirit. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. They're showing me that reflection again, the mirror. Don't be so hard on yourself. Trust. How many times have you heard that? Like, trust the universe, trust the process. Mostly trust yourself. There's a version of yourself helping you right now. It's a must for you to trust that self. That self of yours knows what they're doing. It's like this being right here in the rainbow frequency. That is the self to trust. Yeah, they're taking me back to the beginning so that we can like wrap this up. They're showing me the doubt again, the confusion. It's like there's blockages. There's blockages. They're showing me the hook again, the entity. Don't be afraid of entities. Like, don't be afraid. You have the power. You always have the power. They don't have the power. You can disconnect from them at any time just by tapping into your heart. Laughing too, laughing. There's a lightness in smiling and laughing. Okay, I do feel like this message is complete, even though it felt a little bit scattered. I trust that whoever needed to hear certain messages heard those messages. So I am being guided to bring in codes for trust of self. Trust of self. Take a deep breath. Hiana aratokum. Hiana aratishiana aratokum. Hiana arotokumo. Kumu. Parat up a. Haratukum. Allow. Aratishiana arotukuma. Hiakata antarukutukuma andrakiashkiana aratukuma. Haratukuma. Dukumwa. Rathutukush kata andrakiataka ontukumwa. Pianda arotukumwa. Hianda orotukush iana aratukuma. You have the power. Atrashuiandaka andrakutukuma. Shiana arataki. Purutna. Miana aratukuma. Shiki iana. Take another deep breath. I want to thank you so much for being here. If you would like a personal session, that link will be below, and I will see you next time.